This regular meeting of the Edison Town Council has come to order at 7:36 PM. Could you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can you call the roll?
Councilmember Brusher. Councilmember Coyle.
Here.
Councilmember Harris.
Here.
Councilmember Patel. Councilmember Patil.
Here.
Councilmember Pointer.
Present.
Councilmember Shmuel.
Okay. Madam Clerk, can you read adequate notice?
Adequate notice of this meeting as required by the Open Public Meeting Act of 1975 has been provided by the annual notice sent to the Home News Tribune, Star Ledger, Desi Talk, and News India Times on November 18th, 2024, and posted main lobby municipal complex on that same date.
Council President remarks. First, on behalf of this council, let me apologize for the delay in starting this meeting. And I'm so sorry that this has inconvenienced everyone here. And I thank you all for your patience on behalf of this council. We have Resolution 325 that's being removed from the agenda, but we're adding to the agenda Resolution 379-062025, which is a resolution authorizing contract purchase order for two 2025 Ford Expeditions for the fire department. July 4th fireworks celebration at Lake Papiani. Music starts at 5:40. Fireworks start at 9:15. Also want to point out that, and I'm so glad we have Walt Stoschel here, but we have this event tomorrow at 5 PM at Oak Tree Park for the Sons of the American Revolution. Walt is going to give a little presentation of the history of the Battle of Short Hills. And finally, I want to wish, again, on behalf of council, a fond farewell to Laura Vesh, who's been a 40-year employee of the town. She's retiring from purchasing. She's served many roles in the various administrations over those 40 years. But it's been a job well done everywhere she's been, and we wish her all the best on her retirement. And with that, we go to approval of the minutes. Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second?
I was absent, so I can.
Abstain, yeah.
Okay, all right, okay.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. New business. At long last, a proposed ordinance, public hearing set down for Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. Madam Clerk, could you read the ordinance?
An ordinance amending Chapter 2 Administration, Article 3 Departments by amending portions of the subsection 2-33.1 Division of Fire, Rescue, and Emergency Services through subsection 2-33.6 Firefighters and Promotion Procedures.
Okay. May I get a motion to introduce?
Motion to introduce.
Council President,
I think you need to do,
Yes.
yeah.
I move this ordinance be passed on first reading, published according to law, for further consideration and public hearing set down for Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you very much. We now go to public comment on the resolutions. This is, I'm sorry, what did I miss? Oh, the vote, okay, sorry. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Coyle.
Yes.
Councilmember Patil.
Yes.
Councilmember Pointer.
Yes.
Council President Harris.
Yes. Okay. We now move to public comment on the resolutions only. Anyone have anything to say about the resolutions? Yes, Walt.
Walt Stoschel, 2118 Oak Tree Road. On 319, the resolution for professional services for the zoning ordinance update. We spent almost 3 years working on the master plan, and it's good to see that we're going to update the zoning ordinances to match the master plan. And BFJ Planning, who we worked with on the master plan, was a very professional organization, and I'm glad we're using them to update the zoning ordinance because they know the plan really well. And on the Job Corps, which is on the back, 377, I hope they don't cut the Job Corps out. This is a vital organization to this country that has helped thousands of young people learn skills and get good paying jobs. When you hear so many people talking about that they don't teach shop classes anymore and they concentrate on kids going to college. Well, there's a whole bunch of kids that aren't going to college and they need vocational training, and Job Corps provides that, and it provides it for, I think the one we have in Edison is for Region 2. A lot of those school districts don't have vocational programs. And where are these guys going to go? Where are these guys and gals going to go to learn these trades other than Job Corps or paying a private school? So it is a vital organization for this country, and it has done well since it was founded in the 1960s. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else on resolutions only? Yes, Liz?
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle. I'm also here regarding Resolution 377 on Job Corps. And I was just wondering, it says resolution of support. What does that actually mean? What are you doing? Is that a letter, or can you be firmer, or what is the status of that? You know, it can say, we really want it, but can we be a little firmer since we have it in our district?
Okay, any other questions?
No.
Okay, that's a very good question. Can someone over there explain what a resolution of support for the Edison Job Corps Center for continued funding, what does that look like? Okay,
I'll happily answer that. Yeah, well, I think as a governing body, the strongest action that can be taken in disapproval of federal cuts is a resolution. It speaks for the entire body. It enunciates the position that this governing body does not want to see the current administration in Washington cut the funding for this vital program. So I know you said you're looking for something that's a little stronger.
And anything
Yeah,
stronger?
I think this is an official act of this body to voice their disapproval. Of course, we're at the whim of the federal government. It's it's a superior, to the state and local government, but it's the strongest act this body can take.
Thank you. Anyone else on resolutions only? Okay, motion to close, public portion.
Motion to close.
Second?
Second.
You?
Council President, was the speaker looking for a copy of that letter? Did the clerk have it?
The resolution is itself,
Okay, so I meant-
yes,
Okay.
and the resolution's available to anybody.
I was confused if she didn't read what we wrote, okay.
Gotcha.
But she did, and she wanted, okay, no problem, confused.
Okay. All right, when we go to now, anything to pull for a separate vote on the resolutions? No?
None.
Nothing? Okay. I just have 311 to pull. So we are looking to approve 299 through 310, and then 312 through 378.
379.
Well, 325 is being
And
removed.
yes, 325
And we
removed.
added on 379.
Oh, okay, so, all right, so,
Remember, it's the
okay, so let me go through that again. So we are 299 through 310 and 312 through 379 with 325 having been removed. Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Can you get a second?
Second.
Okay, is that all in favor? Is that okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Coyle?
Yes.
Councilmember Patil?
Yes.
Councilmember Pointer?
Yes.
Council President Harris?
Yes. Okay. For 311, just to carry over the question I had on Monday, which is with regard to this kiosk, where is this kiosk going to be placed?
Council President, we've had discussions over the last couple of days. We're not sure at this time. It is a useful thing in that it's like a large vending machine that has information and items. And at this point, we're exploring different places within the township where it would serve the most people.
And
So,
it's one kiosk,
Yes, ma'am.
correct? And would this be paper materials, or is this something where there's a touch screen or something like that? How is this, what does that look like?
yeah, I want to say it is a touch screen. You have to enter some information to get things out of it. But what it has is inside it will have items and information in the form of paper pamphlets or whatever. It's a bunch of different healthcare items and information. Very useful thing. We just are determining the best place to put it.
Would this be an indoor kiosk or an outdoor
Outdoor.
kiosk? Outdoor. Okay.
It could be indoor or outdoor. It's like a large vending machine.
Do we need to worry about vandalism?
That's always a consideration. We would put it in a place where, hopefully we would put it in the right place where it would be visible enough and there'd be enough eyes on it that that would not happen. That was a concern we had too, like, how do we protect it?
A camera, possibly a
Yeah,
camera
we
placed
talked
there
about that.
would be a
Yep.
good idea.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Can I get a motion to approve Resolution 311?
Seconded.
Second, okay. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Coyle?
Yes.
Councilmember Patel?
Yes.
Councilmember Pointer?
Yes.
Council President Harris?
Yes. All right. Wow, we're already at oral petitions and remarks. Anyone?
Walt Stoschel, 2118 Oak Tree Road. At the last meeting in May, I gave the council information about the Joyce Kilmer Monument that was placed by the Army at the Camp Kilmer Post Headquarters in 1942. The stone and the plaque was on, the plaque was on is behind the Mason Grove School of Arts building on the Rutgers Livingston campus, but the plaque has disappeared. In June of 1963, just before the camp closed for good, the deputy post commander, Captain Joseph Delaney, had 2 new rocks placed on a field in a portion of the camp that the Army would retain. And on June 7th, 1963, the Army, the American Legion, and the Hungarian community rededicated the 2 monuments there. One was the relocated Joyce Kilmer Monument with plaque, and another one was a Hungarian freedom fighters of 1956 who became refugees and were housed at Camp Kilmer. Captain Delaney said that the monuments will always have a place of prominence no matter where the camp, whether the camp becomes housing, is covered with factories, or is given to Rutgers. Newspaper photographs from June 8, 1965 show the monuments and the ceremony. These monuments were relocated to what is now the Edison Angels softball complex at what will be the new parking lot for the new soccer fields. While the monument stones are no longer there, the flagpole is still there. The 1963 newspaper photograph shows a flagpole, and in another photograph, you can see the building 1072 in the background, which is still there. Aerial photographs from 1963 to 79 shows the location of the flagpole, which shows dark spots next to it, which may be the monuments or shrubs. Newspaper articles mentioned these monuments until 1981, when the Township veterans groups visited the site for Veterans Day. And after 1981, there are no more articles about the monuments. It's clear from the articles that the Army had intended that these monuments be preserved when all else was gone. Yet it seems the monuments were removed sometime between 1981 and when the Army sold the land to Edison around 2005. Knowing that these monuments were located on this site in Edison is even more reason to recreate the monument area with the existing flagpole somewhere on this site. And I've enclosed additional information about the monuments. My second thing is, on that same property behind the existing soccer field is the Smalley family burial ground, the cemetery. I have a September 14th, 1942 article that mentions that the Smalley family was buried there with their slaves in the family burial plot at Camp Kilmer. And this has been the only reference I have found regarding enslaved people being buried in Edison. Maybe we could do something next year for Juneteenth out there to commemorate those slaves who only got their freedom by dying. Thank you.
Thank you all. Great work. Great work. Anyone else? Public comment? Yes, Liz?
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle. I was here on Monday and I had a couple of questions, but I didn't get an update on the T section of Inman Avenue and Old Raritan Road. I'm going to be a real nag about that because every time I get stuck in either traffic or watch almost accidents happen up there, I think of it. So I'll just keep bringing it up, and hopefully one day, before someone really gets hurt, it'll be taken care of. Number two, I have to talk fast. The entrance to the municipal building, the pavement is really sad, and I'm afraid somebody's going to fall, and I hope it's not me. The third thing is the road paving. When contractors are doing anything to the roads and they come back to pave, is that ever enforced to do from curb to curb? Because I don't see that happening. The next thing is a good thing. I read somewhere that Inman Grove was sold, and I was wondering if anyone from the town can reach out to the new owners to see what their vision is for Inman Grove, because where I live, I have to leave town if I want to go shopping for anything. I have to either go into Colonia or South Plainfield. So it would be really nice to have a supermarket in town. The next thing is I see there's trucks all over the place for either Optimum or Comcast, Xfinity, whatever. Is there a committee or a person that relates to them with any concerns, or is it just complaint by complaint that's taken care of? I was wondering if there's something going on that we can see what their vision is and if we have any questions for them through the council. And the last thing, I'm talking real fast, is I'm not going to give up on the 6 minutes. I really think this needs to be thought about again. I know we didn't have the votes for it, which is sad. And the other night when I had something to get up and question, there's no rebuttal to get up and say, excuse me, but, because that's not being allowed. So I was wondering if that could be reconsidered anytime soon. And that's it.
Okay, all right.
I talk more,
So
but
I have
I'm not
five,
starting.
I've got 5 questions on here. Anyone have any information at the T section of Inman and Old Raritan Road?
Council President? Yeah, you do. I did go there last night, but if you have any update.
Okay.
So at the T intersection of Inman and Old Raritan, my department prepared a sketch for a temporary solution that'll move the stop sign out more, add additional striping and so forth to keep the lanes tighter so you can get farther out into the intersection so you have a better line of sight while still being protected. That was sent to the county for their consideration. I have not heard back from the county at this point. Meanwhile, the county is also looking into doing I would say a more intense approach, potentially signalizing, but that's all in the county hands at this point.
Okay, all right, stay where you are. There's more. The entrance to the municipal building with the pavement, the uneven pavement, is there a plan to remediate that?
Just speaking with the DPW director now while we were talking, we're going to look into a short-term solution, potentially skim coating it, and then getting a contractor to do a more permanent fix.
Okay, and the question about road paving curb to curb.
So per ordinance, it's on a case-by-case basis, depending on the type of situation. I will say I would like to revise our ordinance so it's a little bit more straightforward, but each roadway is evaluated based on the disturbance that the utility or developer has done. So it's not a straight answer of it's full width, half width. It all depends on how it's done.
Okay, all right, thanks, Brian.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. Inman Grove, do we have any information about, with the new owners of Inman Grove, what might be put in there?
I don't have anything definitive at this time, and I wouldn't want to speculate. So no, I can't answer that question at this time.
And internet company trucks. Is there a committee these days to address complaints? We had the cable committee that Councilman Brescher had been on. Is there anyone in administration or anyone to go to regarding complaints about the trucks?
Forth with this microphone, but I'll have to get back to you on that.
All right. As for the 6 minutes, I intend to be bringing that up at the next meeting in my council discussion points, so stay tuned.
President,
Okay. All right,
I
yes?
just wanted to make clear, if there's any complaints, they can bring them to the council's attention. We can reach out with administration for cable. But we have the Q alert. Any complaint can be submitted to the Q alert. Any complaint can be submitted to the administration, and we have direct contacts with the cable company.
Okay, all right. Okay, anyone else for public comment? Carl?
Zimmerman, Edison. The reason I came tonight was I'm getting phone calls about houses being built for I don't know how many years now. I was told last year and the year before, keep away from it. Being bullied. Turn my head. Well, I'm getting noise from people that the grass is 3 and 4 feet high on the houses. Even in the vicinity of Bob Dale's house, there's houses over there. Garbage all over the place. The construction officials should know better. Used to pick on me all the time and bully me all the time. Union County, they got fences around their houses. Houses are being redone or being rebuilt. They put fences up around the whole perimeter to keep the insulation from going all over the place and everything else. Why can't we have it here? That will cut back. And when the people are buying these new houses and they're living in there, they so don't cut the grass. I got a house out in Grandview right now. They won't do nothing about it until the end of the summer. Like I said, the health inspectors in my area don't do nothing. We even got a council person on this board. Weeds, 3 feet out of his house. And for the concrete downstairs, they only did a sugar coating a few years back. I got many years as rich in construction. A sugar coating don't last long. They had to replace the doors, I think. Why? They did not protect the doors with plastic. It was all bubbles on it of concrete because they did not protect the doors. They want to do it right, hire union masons and laborers because that whole area needs to be jackhammered out with rebar. You can't sugarcoat it. And a few years back, I complained about the firehouse. I got it done. I complained about this parking lot out there. I got it done. And they kept on saying there's no money in the budget. But I got it done. I'm wearing this shirt tonight, not for the town, for me. I'm proud on what I did. But I'm not proud what's going on right now in this town. You got non-political signs up all over the place. And you got a guy making over $50,000 a year doing what? Loses his car? I mean, what's going on with the grass? Can anybody answer me that? Because the last time I came up, I got no answers. How's your area? Did they ever cut the grass over there on Plainfield Road? The 4 neighbors?
The grass on that parkway outside the fences?
Right.
No.
You're in violation too. All neighbors up there, all in violation. And like they say, this year is the worst year for ticks and mosquitoes. I said the same thing last year. High risk give you ticks, mosquitoes. Lyme disease, and sports fever. Sports fever could kill you. Thank you.
Carl, can I just ask you, so the questions that you have are what? Because I want to make sure we get that in.
Well, the high grass on new development houses, plywood over place, 2x4 over place, insulation over place, any construction material.
Okay, thank you.
And in Union County, they got fence around the whole perimeter
Council
of
President.
houses.
Council President, the speaker's time is
Yes,
elapsed.
thank you. Thanks, Carl.
Council President,
Yes,
if it's possible, the clerk can, well, first, Carl's done a fantastic job when he was in the zoning department, cleaning up signs. There wouldn't be any political signs out there now if he was still out there. But if the clerk can meet with him for a minute and specifically tell us what address of which house or which development, because our Q alert system, we have someone new downstairs that's been on every Q alert, and I can tell you DPW, and I want to thank Tony Costa for being here, has done an excellent job filling the shoes of our former director and his crew. So if we get some specific addresses for the overgrown grass, because it sounds like there's at least 50 that he's talking about, I'll be happy to get 10 and get them done this week right away. And if there's any new developments, what is the address, and let's get out there right away. And we have time, if you can wait.
yeah, yeah.
I can wait with the clerk too and write these down. Thank you.
So Carl, do you think you can have a conversation with Tony about this? I'm sorry, I'm asking you. I don't know what, no.
Council President,
No,
public,
but what I'm suggesting is that you speak to Tony and DPW and provide as much information as you can about these areas that are in need of cleaning up, okay? Anyone else? Yes,
Good evening, Council President. Good evening, everyone. I do want to say, I echo what the one speaker said about bringing it back to 6 minutes. It's one of the reasons why I'm here. I think it's should be an obligation for all of you to restore that public speaking time to the people. We all waited 45 minutes for the meeting to start, and we're still at 4 minutes. So it's just a little ironic, you know, there's 5 people, four or five people in the room for public speaking time. So, I mean, what are we really talking about? Councilman Poinier will no longer be on this council. And as a private citizen, he voted for himself to have 4 minutes instead of 6. So he seems to be all right with it. We spoke about it. Same thing with Nish Patel. The mistakes that were made along the way were plentiful, and they were career-ending mistakes. These mistakes made the individuals involved, such a liability that their own political party wouldn't put them up for re-election. And I do want the same thing to happen for Joe, and I do want the same thing to happen for Councilman Schmiel. Restore the public speaking time to 6 minutes. It's only right. Shout out to Edison Animal Shelter. I picked up a cat, cute little thing. They were very helpful. And he's cute. I woke up this morning to him licking my face. Yeah, cute cat. But we really do need to bring the public speaking time back to 6 minutes. I mean, we all waited 45 minutes for this meeting to start. You know, how precious is time? Time is precious. You know, respect the public. You know, I appreciate that you guys, you know, never gave me a hard time when I came here for the first time last year about remaining anonymous. A lot of these other towns, it's all about the presentation of authority. You all know who I am, you know. And in these other towns that I'll go to, they know who I am too. But they want to show the public that they're in control. They're the ones who dictate proceedings, you know. Just relax yourselves a little bit. You know, think about your future self when you're off that council, through the chair to Councilman Coyle. when you're off this council and you only have 4 minutes, you did that to yourself. You know, I knew when it was up for a vote, I knew there was going to be some funniness going down because you guys needed the 4 votes for it to stay at 4 minutes. And all of a sudden, Councilman Coyle that day was unavailable. No one knew about it until like an hour before the meeting or a few hours, whatever it was. And, you know, it's a shame. It's a shame. Treat the public with respect. I have a prop here. Props were forbidding. This is not the magic 8 ball that we grew up with. This is different. This is an artificial, intelligent magic 8 ball. So I'm going to ask it a question, and I don't know what the answer is going to be. So maybe it won't be what I think it will be, but I do want to ask it. Is Councilman Coyle able to properly serve the residents of Edison? You got to give it a shake, just like the old one. Let's see what it says.
Councilman Trader Joe Coyle never crafted an apology after banning the American flag. This AI magic 8 ball has determined he is unfit to serve the residents of Edison.
Council President.
Okay, yes, thanks, Mike.
Even
Thanks, sir.
artificial intelligence says that you're not fit
Thank
to
you,
serve
sir.
the public.
Your time is up. Okay.
Council President, he didn't give the name of the cat.
Oh, no.
Name's Thuggy. He's a little black
Okay.
cat, but I have one black friend. When he comes over, I'm going to tell him it's Lucky.
Okay, thank you. All right, I think we've run out of public to speak, and so can I get a motion to?
Motion to close the public portion?
Oh, yes, motion to close the public portion.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Next meeting is, what is it, July 21st. The work session, July 21st, and the regular session, July 23rd. Thank you all. Thank you again for your patience.
I got it by a minute.
Yep.
A couple seconds.
Never doubt you again.